before us made, and it's a day of freedom. We remember that they were notified 2 years late about their freedom. I'm always reminded today of the shoulders of which I stand. So happy Juneteenth to everyone. Today I have a special guest coming. Her name is Jessica Johnson. She's owner of Justini's. She'll be joining me a little later. But as I said, it's Juneteenth, and we are acknowledging freedom today. So today we're going to talk about soul food until she gets here. This is a day that typically everyone celebrates with some type of soul food, correct? Yes, yes, yes. So, like I said, soul food will be on the menu today. At the restaurant, for instance, I have collard greens, I have gumbo, I have yakamine, I have macaroni and cheese, I have all of those great things. So, what's your favorite soul food, Nyron? What are you celebrating with today? Is cornbread on the menu?
Oh, definitely, definitely.
Definitely.
Yeah, yeah.
With
My
gravy?
apologies. I'm being a super producer right now, but yeah.
You being a super producer, I
Hmm.
know absolutely those good things are on the menu, and I definitely have potato salad, which is made with Blue Plate mayonnaise. My sponsor, I'm sponsored by Blue Plate, so absolutely potato salad. Everyone loves my potato salad, but you can't eat everyone's potato salad. So when you go to the cookout today, will you be eating the potato salad or asking who made the potato salad? That's usually the question, right? Who made the potato salad? Who made this? That's how my children do it. Who made this? So, is anybody barbecuing? Are you barbecuing today, Naren? They
Um,
can't see me, I don't think.
yeah,
She says, turn the live feed on. They want to see my pretty face.
no, yeah, you up. They can see.
I'm up? Okay. All right. Maybe I need to get out and go back in. Okay.
But cooking today, I don't know who's doing the
No. Is this
barbecue.
typically a day like, for instance, Memorial Day or one of those where people barbecue? What's the thing?
Hmm.
What's the trend that we're doing for Juneteenth?
I haven't been to
It's
a
fairly new,
Juneteenth,
right?
right? Yeah, I haven't been to one yet.
You haven't been to one? I know there are a lot of celebrations today. I know my friend Juan LaFonta, he does a huge event on the lakefront today. It starts at 6 p.m. today. So that's one event, but everyone's celebrating. Everyone's doing something. And I love seeing that. I love it because we do. We need to celebrate gaining freedom, even if
Absolutely,
it is late. Better late than never, right?
absolutely.
Yes, and I know also it is. It's a government and state holiday, but some of us still have to work. We'll get there. We'll get to that point eventually where that's no longer an issue. Well, it'll be for everyone celebrating. But yeah, what are some other ideas today to have on the menu? Because I'm thinking, I know at some point I'm going to have to cook when I go home, and you know, it's the thing now. You just like
Hmm.
Cinco de Mayo, you have tacos.
Right.
On Juneteenth, it's greens, it's
Greens, okay.
cornbread,
Right,
it's
straight soul
gravy,
food.
it's gumbo.
Hmm. Yeah, definitely. You do you do a lot of barbecue?
Believe it or not, I can. I barbecue really well.
No, I believe
I
it.
do. I'm really good at it for a girl.
Okay, what's your specialty? You
I'm
do.
really, really good at barbecue, and I do. I like to do baby back ribs,
Mm.
and I usually what I do, I take a whole red fish and clean it really good because as a girl, I knew how to clean fish too. My
Mm.
grandfather fished every day. So I clean the red fish and I stuff it. I make this crab and crawfish stuffing
Mm.
and I stuff the red fish. I season it and I wrap it in foil and I put it on the grill and I smoke it.
Ooh.
Oh, and then you slice it. It's amazing. Sometimes I get special and fancy and I do like a seafood sauce with it, but that's amazing too. But I love to do ribs. I do them slow and I like to keep basting them on the grill.
Mm.
I like to do steaks on the grill, but I haven't grilled in a long time because the older I get, I can't handle the heat, but
Right. I got you. Definitely.
it's a little too hot, when you're man in the grill or
Mm.
woman in the grill in my case.
Right.
But yeah, I grill. Do you grill?
A little bit. I dabble. I'm gonna say that. I can't be by myself yet. Like I said, I'm still learning. Like ain't nobody taught me this.
Nobody taught you? Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
so I'm
something you
learning at a
figure out, I
very
guess, grilling, right?
hmm
Yeah. So are you one of those people? Do you make your own barbecue sauce? Because I know everybody, they even if they use a base and doctor it up,
right.
everybody has their spin on barbecue sauce. Do you do that too?
Yeah. The basin doctoring up. That's me and my cousin. He made one. It's called his special sauce. I can't give you the,
Right. The
but yeah,
special sauce?
yeah. He showed me how to make it though.
He
We
showed you
do.
how to make it?
Hmm.
Yeah. I know people, another thing that I see, an additive that they put in it when they do their own, they usually use beer. Do you see that a lot?
Yes.
What's with that?
I guess they want a little.
I guess
Everybody
the
want drunk
acidity? I
something.
don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like beer. And I see too, I like the chicken that you do with the beer can.
Okay.
Have you ever seen that?
Mm-mm.
Oh yeah, it's a whole chicken. Shout out to my cousin Kenneth. He does it. It's a whole chicken, and you use in the inside of it. You put it on top of a can, a beer can, and you baste it with beer. You like, yeah, but
Okay.
it's really really good, and they smoke it.
Yeah.
It's really really good. That's good. I love baked beans too. I was just telling Julie this story at the cafe a couple of weeks ago for Memorial Day when I did the baked beans. I was like pork and beans and baked beans, it wasn't a thing we ate. We just didn't eat it growing up. My mom didn't cook it. So I was like, until I got married, the first time my mother in law, I'm going to put this in my cookbook. My mother in law taught me how to cook pork and beans,
Mm-hmm.
and she taught me how to cook baked beans. Because my ex husband, when we got married, he was like, well, what are you going to cook? Why don't you cook some pork and beans? I was like, what is that? I was like, and why would I cook it? And he explained it to me. It was like with wieners. I was like, I hate wieners. I was like, but okay, I guess. I don't know how. So I had to call his mom, and she walked me through it. But that's how I learned how to make baked beans too. And she put ketchup in her baked beans. You ever heard
Okay.
of that? It's really good though. It's really good with the ketchup. I don't do the ketchup. I just do like brown sugar and barbecue sauce.
Mm-hmm.
But it was good. It was really, really good.
I put hot sauce in mine.
Hot
Bacon.
sauce?
Yeah.
Now that's an interesting spin. Do
Mm-hmm.
you put onions?
Yes.
I like onions in it too.
Mm.
Really, really. Yeah. So it's barbecue. I love barbecue. But for me, it's probably like crawfish bisque and like melatonin. It's once a year for me, like seasonal,
Yeah.
only in the summer. I'm not a, and in New Orleans, barbecue isn't a big thing. I tell people this all the time. They're like, who has the best barbecue? I'm like, well, you can pretty much deduce because that isn't a thing here, and there aren't that many, in my opinion. Barbecue, do you think? This isn't a barbecue town.
Yeah. Nah. Nah.
No,
Nah.
I
I think
mean,
we're trying to get there. Um.
right. I think Florida has the Texas rather has it. They have the crown for that.
Yeah. Texas
But
vibe.
I get asked that a lot too. Like barbecue, I'm like, that's not a big thing in us. We grill, but and we put hot sausage on the grill.
Mm-hmm.
Preferably veau croissants, but we
Right.
put hot sausage on the grill. Here, we do it a little differently, and we're more of a crawfish boil type of people,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's it.
So if we barbecue, there's definitely crawfish there. If they're still in season, which they aren't, and we're all sad about it.
Nah, for real.
We're all grieving crawfish right now, right?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
they're really hard now because I did a dish today. I did catering. Like we were joking about working on Juneteenth.
Mm.
Some of us still have to work.
Right.
Yeah, I'm working. I'm like, I've been up since 5, cooking all morning, catering. And there's an event that we're catering. It's around the corner. So I went there. Then I came here and I'm going to go back there. Then I have catering tonight. So, I mean, I'll be working on Juneteenth. It's not much of a holiday for me.
Man, God bless
No, but
you. God.
I'll never complain. I'm not complaining. I'm glad I'm here with you all, and you all get to hear my voice, no matter how hoarse it is and overworked. But here I am,
Right. Still.
celebrating Juneteenth. Yeah, it's a blessing, though. I'm glad. Like I said, I have a lot of work, but the other event, they're celebrating women. It's Juneteenth. We are here, even though we're working, we're all together. It's communal, discussing Juneteenth and freedom and sacrifices. And that's exactly what we're doing, sacrificing by being here. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, this is easy compared to what our ancestors went through. So we can't complain. But yeah, I don't think we're much of a barbecue city. We're more of a crawfish boil type of town. Do you believe, are you one of those people that believe anything can go on the grill? Because I have some friends that live further out in Louisiana, and
Mhm.
it's like deer is on the grill.
Yeah.
Like alligator is on the grill.
Yeah.
Are you with that? The wild game?
I mean, I had alligator off a grill before, so I have to say yes.
Uh-huh.
And I'm pretty sure there's even more wilder stuff that
I
you
like the
probably don't. I don't
venison.
know.
How about the venison? Do you like it?
I haven't.
Barbecue?
I haven't tried that yet.
I love it. It's really good. It's tender if it's done right. But that's good on the grill. But I don't know. Some things are getting a little strange though. I know everybody is grilling Brussels sprouts now. I do them. I put them on a skewer when I do them, and
Mm.
asparagus, and
Yeah.
that's good, and tomatoes because they are in season. Creole tomatoes are in season, so they're good on the grill with olive oil and garlic. Oh, so good.
Mm.
Do you ever grill veggies?
No,
No, you gotta try it. No sauce,
I'm
just
going
like olive oil, some salt, pepper, and garlic. It's amazing. My kids love grilled veggies. That's when I use the little tabletop
to.
grill, the small one. You know the one I'm talking about?
Mm.
Yes,
Oh,
it's
the like the Joy Foreman type grill.
no, 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 no. It looks like a Weber. It looks like it's a charcoal grill, but it's tiny.
Okay.
It's like 20 bucks at Home Depot. And you can, I mean, I don't advise you to use it inside. Don't do that. Still use it outside because of the fumes, but
Right.
it's small. It's like it could go on top of your table. It's little. And I use that one for veggies.
Okay.
I have a Weber. I have a smoker. I have, you all know, for a girl, I'm pretty sturdy with barbecuing. I don't do it as often as I like, but I can. So yeah. And my brother-in-law, I love you, Bush. He always tells me I'm gonna barbecue. You know, I think a lot of men are threatened by a
Yeah,
woman grilling. So I'm like,
I
you
can
can do
believe
it. I'm not gonna argue. You can do it.
it.
You totally have the grill.
Yeah, they
So
say the grill is sacred.
you say it's sacred, yeah.
That's what they
It's the
say.
man thing, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Because on Father's Day, you know, we like to switch it up and we're like, the ladies, we like, we'll do the grill, and then they're like, no, we're gonna grill. I'm like,
Right.
we know how to grill too.
Right. Especially if you're a chef. I mean,
Yeah. And so I have another question. Is it barbecue on or barbecue off?
barbecue on. You mean the sauce? Or
Yes, you know, some people they put it on. I know in Texas. When
mm,
this is something I encountered when I lived in Texas. I lived in Texas for 5 years in Houston, and they grill, they barbecue, but the sauce doesn't go on the grill.
mm.
I like my sauce grilled in.
Right.
You
Yeah,
know,
that's how I was
yeah, they
raised.
serve it on the side, and you know,
And they dip it in it and stuff like that.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I
Or
mean,
sometimes they put it at the very end if they do it at all.
hmm
But that was something new to me. Like
right. Yeah, that is new.
it was new to me. We believe in basting.
Yeah.
And when I do my ribs, I do a honey baste, and then I make a brown sugar butter. I'm extra, so I do a brown sugar butter, and then I do the sauce. Like finally, but you know, I keep like sauce in it. I'm usually a dipper, but like barbecue, I want my stuff in the sauce.
Right.
What about
Absolutely.
you?
That's what I'm used to too. The sauce being in it
Right
already. Yeah.
on the grill, right? The
hmm
messy grill. And no foil or anything on the grill. I don't like that. I want the smoke to go all the way through.
Mm. Oh yeah, you be grilling for sure.
Yeah, but like I said, Juneteenth is becoming a thing now. People, we have to find a way to celebrate it correctly, especially with food. So I'm open to getting at least a New Orleans version going. It would, I mean, it's kind of hot for gumbo, but we have so many pastas and things we could do that incorporate our local sourcing for food. Today, I did, for instance, I did a crawfish pasta, a crawfish penny for one of the events that I catered, and it was amazing. I had, like I said, I bought the last of the crawfish. They're out of
hmm
season. I only needed the arms. So that was the good part. Yeah,
Mm. Okay.
because I put it in a dish. I'm
Okay.
going to
Got
post it on my page later for everyone to see. But it came out amazing. It tastes really good and it was visually pretty, very pretty. So I was like, this is my contribution from New Orleans to Juneteenth
right.
because this is my specialty. I'm a black chick. So
Right. That's awesome.
that was my contribution. It's a really pretty dish. So yeah, I want to come up with some different ways for us to celebrate Juneteenth. At least celebrating our heritage with the food and incorporating the food into that to Juneteenth. Because like I said, it is. It's a celebration of our heritage of all things, you know. And like I said, especially in New Orleans, I think Juneteenth is really on a newer side. When I lived in Texas, again, Juneteenth, it's a thing there. It's always been a thing there because, of course, Juneteenth originated in Galveston because
Right.
they learned 2 years, what is it, in 1865, I think, that slavery had ended. So I think New Orleans is fairly new to us. So we're just embracing it now, and we need to find ways to celebrate it. I love seeing all of the events that are scheduled for today. There are a multitude of them, and I reposted a lot of them on my social medias. If anyone's interested, you can check my social media in my stories. Uh, I reposted a lot of the events that are going on, places where you can celebrate, places that are vending with different Black-owned businesses, uh, food, arts and crafts, things like that. But it's in my stories on my social media at Honey Bunny 504, my personal page. So that's there. But yeah, I like seeing the initiative and embracing and everyone celebrating this day. So, We'll be back after we take a break with our guest, Jessica Johnson of Justini's. Crawbabies inside of Vaucressan's Creole Cafe, serving the best authentic Creole food in New Orleans. Gumbo, yakami, smothered okra, seafood potato, crawfish etouffee, and more. We're located at 1800 St. Bernard Avenue in the heart of the 7th Ward, Tuesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Ask about catering and event space rental. Follow us on Instagram at Eat Crawbabies NOLA, on Facebook, Crawbabies LLC. Y'all know I'm all about keeping it authentic and keeping it New Orleans. And when it comes to my remoulade or dressing up a perfect po' boy, there's only one mayo that's been doing it right since 1927, and that's Blue Plate mayonnaise. Born right here in New Orleans, Blue Plate uses only egg yolks, just like my grandmother Viola taught me. That's what gives it that extra rich, creamy texture that makes everything taste better. You know what they say, that's the good stuff. Blue Plate mayo, made in New Orleans and made to make everything taste like family.
WBOK. Online at WBOK1230.com.
We're back with Chef Bunny, and I am still waiting on my guest. She is truly a boss and entrepreneur. She's busy at her restaurant, of course. Got really busy this morning, as we all do. Like I explained before we went to break, I've been up since 5 cooking and doing the same. So I definitely get it and understand. We all have these things going on. She's a busy boss, just like me. So we'll continue talking about food, my favorite thing, my favorite topic, while we wait. So, Nyron, back to you.
Mm-hmm.
Nyron.
Yeah, what's up?
We were talking about soul food, and I just was sitting here thinking about how everyone's interpretation, at least throughout the South, because I can only speak for the South as it relates to soul food, has a different interpretation of what soul food is.
Mm-hmm.
In Texas it's different. I lived in Texas and I lived in Georgia and I lived in Louisiana. So
Okay.
I know the difference between the three.
Really?
I can tell you from when I lived in Atlanta, there I love it. I love all of the food because I'm greedy. But yeah, they don't do things the way we do it. What I noticed that stood out was that we eat a lot of rice in New Orleans. I know this
Mm-hmm.
now. They don't eat as much rice as we do. We eat rice with everything. For instance, if we eat collard greens, we usually eat them with rice. In Atlanta, it's a vegetable, it's a side. Because when we would go out to eat and I would ask for rice, they're like, why would you want rice with that? I'm like, because it's greens, it's
Right.
cabbage. I need rice to
Yeah.
make it a meal. So, but it's a veggie there. It's a side veggie
Okay.
in Georgia. And in Texas, it's like real, it's completely different. You can't really get a pulse on what the soul food culture is there. It was a lot of chitlins as far as soul food and a lot of barbecue. Barbecue was predominant there and of course Mexican food. But I think we really encompass a little bit of everything.
Mm-hmm.
South Carolina, I know it's different. I've never lived there, but I've ate there, so I know. But a lot of places. But everyone's interpretation is different. Everyone they do things a little differently, like hot water cornbread. That's not really something we do here. You're
Hot
looking
water
puzzled.
cornbread.
Yes, hot water cornbread.
And what is that for those
Hog
who do not?
maws. I don't eat that.
I heard of hog bar. The only reason I know that because of Friday when you was by the refrigerator.
Yes,
Oh, the
hog
hog
maws,
mode.
like it's yeah. But I don't eat those things. I didn't eat them growing up. But in all honesty, being transparent, my grandmother. That's why I always say I'll always be her understudy. She'll always be the goat because she cooked chitlins. She cooked hog maws. She cooked coons. She did all of that.
Ooh, come on,
She
cool.
didn't eat it all. My grandfather was from the country, so she
Okay.
had to cook it for him. But she knew how, and I have no interest in learning how to cook those things. I don't. To
Right.
be honest, I don't. They repulsed me.
Yeah.
Like the chitlins, especially. So, but that's why I said she could do anything, literally anything. Kawan was her specialty, and it takes stewed hen. We were talking about this the other day. Those are things that they're time intensive. You have to
Mm-hmm.
cook all day, put them on low and slow. And that was something she was really, really good at. But I learned like they eat differently As far as you can't say Southern food, it isn't one big umbrella. Southern food, where is it in Tennessee? Is it in New Orleans?
Right.
Is it in Atlanta? And soul food, because I think they're simultaneous. Soul food and Southern food, don't you?
So yeah,
Because
definitely.
name a soul food from up north. I'll wait. I'll wait.
Right. I don't know.
So they're simultaneous to me. They're both the same things. And I like to say that I cook Creole soul food. So it's from New Orleans. I think that for me it clears it up. So gumbo is a part of my soul food
Mhm.
repertoire. It is. Yakami now is a part of it. Those are things that are, soul food New Orleans. That's what we consider soul food. You know. Also, like I said, sweet potatoes. What do you think? Are you on the fence?
But nah, yeah, I love me some good sweet.
Yam, sweet
Yeah,
potatoes.
yeah, sweet, yeah, yeah. I make sure I got that on my plate
Right,
whenever they're
right.
present.
And okra. We talked about okra last week, but okra, of course, it is. It's a southern thing. It's
Hmm.
definitely a southern thing. And the way we cook it, I learned that too last week, that it was an anomaly here. Like it's just something that's indigenous to New Orleans. A lot of people, they don't smother it down. They usually fry it or make a succotash, which has lima beans and corn in it, and I would never eat it. Do you like succotash?
Succotash. I don't know if I ever had succotash. I might have
Yeah.
had it and not known what it
That's
was.
not a New Orleans thing, though. It's like
Okay.
okra with corn and lima beans, and I mean, I like smothered okra. I know it's a Southern thing, succotash, but it's not really a New Orleans thing. My grandmother never put corn in the okra, like
Right. Yeah, I know
no.
that.
But it is. It's a Southern thing. One of those, like I said, another thing that's different from in regional. Wherever you go is different. Okra is definitely different. I know in Atlanta they fried it. It was always fried. If you ran across okra, it was fried. Most times when I run across okra, it's fried. Other than in somebody's copycat gumbo,
Hmm.
they try to do a gumbo with it. But other than that, I mean, I think, like I said, I would love to see the restaurants packed today, just like any other holiday that we celebrate that is indigenous to a people. I think we should be in all of the soul food restaurants today.
Hmm.
You know,
Definitely.
literally. I know I brought my daughter to get a margarita and some tacos on Cinco de Mayo because she asked me to. And I brought her, and everybody was packed. I hope to see y'all today.
Yeah. Exactly.
I hope to see y'all. I'm open today from 11 to 3. And we celebrating Juneteenth. I got the music going. I have gumbo. So, yeah.
What's Juneteenth music? What that look like for you?
What does it look like for me?
Yeah. What's Juneteenth music
Like I said, this morning I was reflective.
like?
I was
Hmm.
very reflective. It was about the ancestors for me.
Right. Right.
It
Right.
was about, because you harken back to that. This is what it's all about. And I always think about, I try to at least imagine what those experiences were like.
Yeah.
Like, not to get too, deep, but like literally I think about, well, wow. Just imagine, put yourself to give it thought for a second, even if for a second. But, I'm reflective in that manner. And I think about, like I said, the ancestors, like, wow, how far I've come, how far my lineage has come, how far we all have come, and what we've survived. And
Mm.
again, the sacrifices that were made, and also freedom. The word freedom, I thought about that. And are we really free, especially with everything that's going on in the world
Yeah.
and a lot of liberties being taken away? So it is. It's kind of anticlimactic today for me, thinking about those things. It is a day of celebrating freedom, but with the current state of the world, it is hard. It's hard to reconcile.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was
Yeah.
reflective this morning, and then of course it moved on to food.
Yeah.
It moved on to food. So, and like I said, I tell people all the time, food is therapeutic for me. Whenever my thoughts get heavy, I go in the kitchen and I get peace, and I figure it out in the kitchen. So for me, yeah. But I did think about the celebrations, and are they meaningful? And what are we celebrating? Are they meaningful, and are they productive? You know, and as long as we getting together under positive circumstances, it's always productive. That's always a good thing and always a good time. So I love seeing that everyone is organizing these events. There are a lot of my friends in the industry, the restaurant industry, that are doing things. They have giveaways for kids today. Potbelly, he's doing something today. Go uptown and see Skip, y'all. He's doing something today for Juneteenth. So I love seeing it. That's a beautiful thing. This is a beautiful day.
It is.
It is.
Yeah.
It's a celebration of us. So it's a beautiful day,
Hmm.
despite, like I said, reflections I had this morning.
Right. Yeah. Unfortunately.
Yeah, and like I said, I'm glad to be a part to see us having this recognized, this day officially recognized,
Right.
even though we got to work. We'll get there, right? We'll get there, you
Hopefully.
know. But yeah, I just like the unity of the day, if nothing else. It seems we're all on the same page today. So yeah. But we got to come up with a menu for today.
That's true.
You know, like I
Hmm.
said, Cinco de Mayo, you know what you eating. What you eating on Juneteenth? Y'all know yet? Don't tell me Popeyes. Please don't tell me
Well, they might
Popeyes.
say Popeye. They might they might give you that.
No, I'm open, and all of my friends are open. So go see them. Everybody's open today. Go see them. Everybody's celebrating today. And like I said, there are a lot of initiatives today and community events that you can participate in and celebrate responsibly. Because that's what I have my little note here to urge you all to celebrate responsibly. Because that's what it's about. Don't make no mistakes, and definitely don't shame the race. And
Mhm.
don't shame your grandmothers today. Do it responsibly.
Might be a hard ask. We go hard.
Yeah, I get it. Absolutely. No, no, we're not doing that. I'm not even gonna have a drink today at all. I'm not.
Okay.
I'm working all day, so no, I absolutely won't be indulging. Check me tomorrow. The day after, a day later. But yeah, happy Juneteenth to everybody. Thank y'all for joining me. And next week I'll be back with another guest. And a shout out to my girl. She couldn't make it with us, but I understand you're very busy. I get it. And that means you're succeeding in your pack. So I want to see that. Have a great day, y'all.